Kia ora and welcome into Otatahi, Christchurch. It is National Football League. It's round 9 action here at English Park. And it's a beautiful day, as you can see, not a cloud in the sky. Quite a decent easterly across the ground here at English Park. But it is between Western Springs. They've travelled down from the North Island and they will be up against the Canterbury Pride. And that is the big match in this game today for the National League. And of course, yesterday we saw Eastern Suburbs continue to lead the way with a 9-1 victory over Central. So they're unbeaten, 10 straight wins. And third place Northern Rovers, they were winners also 4-0 over Capital. But this match is critical for Western to continue their winning way, Annalie Longo, in this National League, because it is between them and Northern Rovers for that second spot for the playoff, isn't it?
Absolutely. Big important match here for Western Springs today. They are chasing the top two for that grand final finish, so important 3 points on the line. Obviously Canterbury United Pride will be looking to back up. They have a difficult performance last week against a very good Central side who pushed them all the way. They ended up winning late in that match 3-2 with a late penalty to Rebecca Lake. But they were certainly looking to push on. So big match for both teams today. Exciting as we get into the business end of the National Women's League.
Absolutely, as we get into the more consistent weather as well. And it's a bit warm out there. We know the surface of English Park, 21 degrees. And as we talked about, there is a 16k easterly coming across the ground. It'll be interesting when the ball's in the air to see what that does to that. But the players now just gathering themselves, getting over to the dugouts and getting themselves ready for what is another match. It's so good to have the double round in the National League for the women. And of course Western Springs, we know how important they are in terms of what they contribute to the league. Keely Taylor wearing jersey number 1, and number 33 is Helena O'Connor for Western Springs as they make their way across. And we'll see what impact they have, because I believe that they're actually on the bench today for Western Springs. It's certainly being dominated. You look at the top 3 sides in the National League, Annalie, and it's the Auckland clubs.
It is the Auckland clubs. Eastern Suburbs obviously leading the way at the moment, but we'll quickly have a quick look at the Western Springs lineup.
Yep, bit of a United Nations look actually to the Western Springs team. Angelique Tui Samoa, goalkeeper of the year for her club, Samoan representative, as is Jay to see Yulu Vili. And looking at Rina Hirano, 6 goals for her in the competition this year. She's sitting, when you think about her contribution, it is pretty impressive how she's able to get on the score sheet. Sophia Garcia, USA, 5 goals for her. And don't count out either Lara Kolpe, number 25, a couple in the last 2 matches for the young player coming through the grades for Western Springs. So I'm sure we'll see plenty from the substitutes bench. Jess Innes, 5 goals herself in the competition this year. I'm sure we'll see her in that second half. But both teams, as you can see, Western Springs just coming through. And to that Canterbury Pride side, Annalie.
Another consistent lineup here from Coach Alana Gunn. Una Foyle in goal, back 4 of Wall, Smith, Lake, taking that captain armband, and Firth. In midfield, Dabner, Mortlock and Hepburn, and leading the line, Buick, Roach and Morrill. Roach having a fantastic season in the youth leagues, top goal scorer in the National Women's Youth League, so nice to see her getting an opportunity to start today for the Pride. And on the bench today we have Evans, Nicholson, Donald, McCann back from the Under-17 World Cup, and Kogan on the bench. And the Canterbury United Pride are without Chloe Bellamy, leading goal scorer for Canterbury United. Unfortunately, she's picked up a bit of an illness and won't be available for today's match. Yeah, coached by Alana Gunn.
Big loss, actually, that, isn't it? So I guess it is your life as a coach. You just have to manipulate your way through the season. There'll be injuries. I mean, I know the loss of Kate Loy, yourself, clearly, and our match officials today, Lindsay Robinson. So she, of course, is the referee manager for Football New Zealand. She will be with the whistle and assisted by Courtney Bremner, Sabho Saka and Tom Lawson is the 4th official, and the 2 captains, Rebecca Lake on the right and Lily Jervis on the left, Western Springs. So having a nice little conversation out there.
The ref just giving some final details, what she likes, what she doesn't like. Very experienced referee. Lindsay Robinson, having refereed overseas in England, come back to New Zealand, and really good to have her in New Zealand leading referee development for New Zealand football.
Yep. So fist pumps all round in the middle at the moment as the teams learn whether they've got the ball or which end they will attack here at English Park. Round 9 action it is in the National League for women's football. Perfect playing conditions, not too hot, nice bit of warmth out there. And we're expecting from Western Springs, I guess the pressure's on them to continue their winning ways to ensure they do make those top 2 spots for that big playoff opportunity.
I'm sure Ben Bate, coach of Northern Rovers, will be watching this match intently. I'm sure he'll be asking a few favours from the Pride squad today as he battles for the top 2.
Lana Gunn will just be hoping that her team can put together a pretty consistent performance, take the opportunities that they create and hit them home. So we're nearly ready for a start. Get all the watches synchronised. The arm goes up from Lindsay Robinson and she says, "Are you ready, teams?" And here we go for Hepburn to boot the ball to the left side, but already intercepted by Garcia for Western Springs. Just right on that halfway line. Last time that these two sides met earlier in the season, I think it was round 2, Western Springs beat Canterbury 3-2. Petra Buick that time getting a couple of goals offside, was it?
Thrilling encounter that game. Western Springs actually going into the break, I think 3-0 up, although Canterbury United Pride actually dominating the first half of all things and found themselves going down and come back late in the match. I think they're a little bit disappointed to not pick up a draw or something more from that result. So certainly looking to improve that performance and hopefully pick up something today for the Canterbury United Pride.
They've got such a strong back 4, haven't they? And such an experienced group. When you look at Eleanor Firth, Rebecca Lake, Lara Wall, Una Foyle, who you'd think lucky enough to be part of the Football Ferns training sessions during the week, and that would have done her a lot of good. I saw her in action with Maddie Ero as well, and they were getting a good pounding and going through during the week. Yeah,
what an opportunity for both keepers to be alongside the likes of Victorious and also from Canterbury. So, yeah, really good for, I guess, the keepers in Christchurch to be able to experience that level of international football with the Football Ferns.
Absolutely. This is a great run by Sophia Dyer. And Una Foyle, as we mentioned. Lara Wall on 4. Love the way how she will come through, overlap on that left flank and bring the ball forward. And she is again, good speed, getting that ball up and high and looking for that connection. It'll be interesting just to see what the different structures or the playing formations from both Canterbury Pride and Western Springs AFC.
Canterbury United Pride with the early position here. Just see the pace here of Roach on goal.
Oh, what a beauty! Charlotte Roach has opened the scoring. What have we had? They're lucky if we've got 4 minutes. And down that right flank, she zooms in. Got the boot. Great connection as well. And you mentioned she's a top scorer in the youth league. Let's have another look.
Yeah, through ball here to Charlotte Roach. And what a finish that is from Charlotte Roach. She does fantastically well, puts it in the back of the net. And what a great start for the Canterbury United Pride.
Charlotte Roach.
Wow, that has opened it up, hasn't it? Literally. That she has put in for the youth team has to be one of the reasons why they were able to take that title and her progress through. I think originally out from the Waimakariri Club.
Yes, Charlotte Roach, Waimakariri Football Club here in Christchurch.
Same
same as Gabrielle already, yes. Just see the world of confidence. Obviously, Roach playing majority of the season for the National Youth League. Just see that confidence, scoring 10 goals.
Great steal, Buick. Can she keep the ball in? Keep it in before. Western Springs really having to scramble a little bit in defence, a lot of pressure being poured on by the Pride side. What a start though, Charlotte Roach. They've certainly started with a hiss and a roar, and Lana Garn, the coach, should be delighted with that. Yeah, that'll be a free kick.
Eleanor Firth just feeling the effects of that one. Lauren Dabner on the ball. Set piece specialist.
Well, what a great servant she's been for Canterbury Pride, hasn't she? She's just been there, I think, through all the titles when they started winning 2013, and they headed towards the goal. One goal for Western Springs. Angelique Tui-Samoa, and here come the Western Springs side now through the right flank attack. Good pass.
Great skills there by Pynenberg. Lovely little darting run by Colby.
There's no whistle, they were looking for it. And, oh, and there it is. As quick as a flash, it's all tied up. 1-1. And Sophia Garcia has tied it up for Western Springs.
Lovely little through ball. And it is Harena actually with the through ball run. Finds the feet of Garcia and no problems puts it in the back of the net.
It was interesting because the Pride players stopped, didn't they? They were waiting for the whistle. They thought that there was going to be an offside call. It wasn't. And there was that hesitation in defence.
Sophia Garcia picking up her 6th goal of the campaign. Just had 6 minutes here. We've had a thrilling 6 minutes, 2 goals already.
Well, it shows the willingness of both sides looking to play aggressive and attacking football, which is what you want to see. Buick again involved in getting some possession back for the Pride, looking for that straight ball through. And again, a lot of it being played just around this halfway side of the English Park surface. Nice through ball again, always looking for that direct play. Western Springs.
They do combine very well in those central areas. Good rotation of the midfield, and then they look for those little pockets in behind, little slip balls to find those runners or those third man runs. So bit of an open start for both teams. Just trying to find that rhythm, find that feet, but transitional at the moment. But I expect Pynenberg in particular and the likes of Colby in that central area for Western Springs to really try and get hold of this game, get on the ball and dictate play for Western Springs.
Hepburn launches it forward, it's partially intercepted and falls to the opposition to re-establish their structure, and a lovely little bit of skill up that left flank and bringing the ball into dangerous areas for Western Springs. They certainly have very good structures, and the shot at goal and deflected. Certainly Ryan Faithful and Alana Gunn, the respective coaches, are wanting to see plenty from their front forwards.
Cheap giveaway by the Canterbury United Pride, invites Western Springs on again. Takeda up the fullback.
she's been a handy goal scorer for Western Springs as well, Arisa Takeda. So the first corner of the game for Western Springs. See what they can do. You just see the trees in the background and where the wind's coming from. You can hear by the aeroplane that's coming over the top of Christchurch on the way to Christchurch Airport. It's a Norwest runway job. But here is the corner kick. Oh, good chase. She's involved in the play, Charlotte Roche. She's already open to scoring in the match, and that was her chasing the ball out, contesting possession. A young player on the rise. Dyer has it for Western Springs. Looking for that burst of speed to get around the defender. Nice pass. That's what you want to have early on, is finding those connections. And a great ball through. And who's sprinting after it? Can't get around the defender. Still with the pride. Shot at goal, but doesn't get a good connection, so no power in that shot. But end to end.
Yeah, good transition from Canterbury United. Roach doing well to hold the ball up and put Morrow in behind. You see the pace that Morrow has, looking to break in behind those lines. And a few opportunities there for the Canterbury United pride.
Well, it just shows you the willingness of how they're wanting to play the game. And there may not be anything in it in terms of title contention for Canterbury United pride, sitting fourth on the table at this stage, but well adrift on the points ladder, sitting on 13 points. Western Springs on 20, looking to seal their place in the final, need to keep winning. Foyle and the skipper, Rebecca Lake, a powerhouse in the back for the pride. Lara Wall, oh, can't get that through, and Hepburn does well to shield it with her body, so experienced. Whitney Hepburn wearing 13. So what an electric start though. Charlotte Roach for Canterbury Pride, then Sophia Garcia for Western Springs inside 6 minutes. A goal apiece. Pressure on. Have already shown their willingness, have Western Springs, to pass the ball around. Garcia. A nice pass out wide to Dyer, who has been influential so far in the early stages. Yep, cribbing a few metres. Lara Wall gets sent back about 10 paces. Now to Hepburn. You can see what they're constructing here, the pride.
Just looking to switch play. Been guilty across the season of giving away position a little bit too easy from that back four. So definitely something I think they spoke about this week, is retaining possession a little bit longer before they go and progress up the pitch. So see that patience in particular from that back four. Obviously Kendra Smith coming into the starting lineup in that centre back role, with Michaela Hunt unfortunately not available this weekend. So Smith stepping in beside Rebecca Lake.
Well, a nice little touch, but it doesn't fall to a fellow attacker for the pride, and they exit well, do Western Springs. We're very good defensive structure. And Hepburn sees the opportunity. Again, Hepburn in the action, a nice little pass running off the ball, looking to get the pass back. So the interplay is starting to look very smooth for the Pride. And Western Springs reacting to what the Pride are putting on them at the moment. This time the skipper comes through with the ball. Lake scored from the penalty spot a couple of times this 2022 season. And it's good to see them pushing up, Annalie, when they get that opportunity.
Certainly, Rebecca Lake does that ever so well, steps into midfield and creates an overload.
Great ball. Can they do something with this? But again, well defended in the back by Western Springs. Hepburn gets the pass forward. Nice little piece of skill there to get the ball to the left. And again, a very sure tackle, keeping their eye on the ball, the defenders. Across the face. This time for the Pride, shot at goal, but again, just that wall at the back.
Yeah, Jervis just getting in the way there. I think it was Lauren Dabner with the left foot shot. I thought she might have taken it first time on her right foot, chose to take a touch. But Lily Jervis doing well to get in front of it, and Western Springs come out with the ball.
Yeah, this time again, they could see the players waiting for the offside call.
To see a consistent theme here from Western Springs. Tafaru just coming off the front, dragging in those defenders, and then you see Hirano, the midfielder, looking to break in behind, create that third man run, but just failing their offside trap there.
1-1 it is. English Park, the venue, as it traditionally is here in Christchurch. It just seems to always have that breeze coming across, Annalie. Some days worse than others, obviously. Now a chance through the midfield. Look at this, balance on the ball, and a lovely little bit of subtle skill in there as well. Was looking to try and get the ball ahead, but there was nobody that she could pass ahead to.
Yeah, Hirano just with a bit of time and space, just looking for those forward runs, but just nothing ahead for Western Springs.
A nice pass too. That is very impressive for Buick to get on to the end of. Can she get the ball away? And a little nudge with the foot to get the pass away. And across the face. Whoa.
Great turn there by Charlotte Roach on the byline, driving that ball across.
Yeah, for such a young player, she's got great presence, hasn't she, Charlotte Roach? Up front.
Physical presence, very lively, goal scorer.
Yeah, I guess every minute of playing not only the youth league, but playing in this national league for women is just so important for her development as well.
Valuable experience.
Gold. As the ball comes through on that right flank for the Pride. Nothing comes of it though. And Angelique Tuisamoa, the Samoan representative, just delivers the ball out wide for Western Springs. Don't think they're too happy with the call. I think the Pride thought it was theirs. Right on the halfway line. Dyer with the throw-in. I think that's what's impressed me so far from the Pride, is that they are actually winning the 50-50 contests.
Certainly up for it today.
But they are very expert, Western Springs, in getting that ball through to their front-running strikers. And no nonsense there from Lara Wall. Comes back and dispossesses.
Strong physical challenge from Lara Wall. Garcia just feeling those ones.
Well, Garcia taking quite a bit of time. And the ball's launched upfield again. And there the rangy figure of Charlotte Roach, the goal scorer for the Pride, in the middle of the screen, having a fantastic season.
Good pressure from Wall, finding Roach.
Good control from the Pride as Hepburn once again looks straight ahead rather than out wide. And now an opportunity. Mortlock, what can she do with the ball? Finds Buick, who, as we know, is a goal scorer, but it's an easy save for Tui Samoa.
Good combination play from Canterbury United Pride, just playing through central areas and then finding a bit of width with Buick on that left wing.
They've delivered that well, Western Springs. I think that ball coming through from the defence is quite direct, and it's been controlled well. They just need a bit more of it.
Yeah, just really looking for Tawhuru. That's her strength. You know, she's a physical presence and she does well to hold up the ball. So finding her feet, and then they look to get numbers under, I guess, underneath her, and then looking for those runners in behind. So certainly the Pride will need to look to screen that ball as the centre backs get on the ball and try and affect that delivery going into Tawhuru.
Expert comments coming from world-class footballer Annalie Longo, 127 international caps for her. And a good contest again. Both teams, both sets of players willing to contest that ball. Now some space up the right flank and making some very big strides as well. Look at the speed. Can they get the ball across? Deserve to have a shot at goal.
Yeah, it was Morrow breaking the line, showing a bit of pace up that right wing. Just couldn't find anyone in that 18-yard box.
Oh, it certainly split the game, didn't it, from deep defence into attack. And as mentioned, it's a pretty even temperature of game, 21 degrees. A little chip over the top, speculative. And now for Western Springs, this time up their right flank. Have a chance bringing it infield. Nice pass away. Look at the speed. That's efficient. A great chase coming from Pynenberg. I thought she might have just kept running hard onto it, but because Skipper coming across and doing the work for Canterbury Pride.
Lake just finding Una Foyle, asking a few questions, keeping her awake, I think, keeping her on her toes with that pass back.
Well, it's interesting because we've had end-to-end play, and you can just see the players just sucking in a few big ones.
English Park, it is a big pitch, the biggest. Never nice on a hot day.
Shot at goal, but well covered. Plenty behind it, Una Foyle. Yeah, and those little rubber beams, you know, it just must make it a bit hotter on the turf, right?
It is. It's the pitch is now 11 years old, I believe. Probably due with a relay. So, a bit of a chance here.
Was that a bit of handball, was it? From Roach.
A bit of confusion by the players here.
Oh, offside call.
Quite sure what that one was for.
She's certainly in the mix though, wasn't she? In there, looking for opportunities to get some possession, get a shot on goal if they can. Oh, they're not happy again, the Pride.
Oh, it's got to be a foul throw.
Incorrect throw. Bit of a rookie mistake, really. And Lara Wall.
Just trying to take that one too quickly, I think.
I think they were contesting who it really should have gone to, and so she just wanted to get rid of the ball, didn't she? 1-1 it is between these two sides. All the scoring done in the first 6 minutes. Roach for the Pride and Garcia for Western Springs. And look at Lara Wall scooting up that left side, puts it back. Perfect place for the pass back. Oh, and wow, 50-50 ball.
I think it's Lauren Dabner that's gone down here just outside the 18-yard box.
a little bit to say as well. Highly experienced player for the Pride. Good contest though.
Yeah, fantastic play by Pride up that left wing. Again, you see Lara Wall involved, breaking in behind. Certainly got lungs, Lara Wall. And she does well, puts the ball into the 18-yard box and falls to Lauren Dabner, and they pick up a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Dabner it is.
Dabner special, is it?
You've seen them.
I've seen them in training.
You've been on the end of them?
On the end of them?
Any of them?
Definitely.
Here we go. And straight at the wall. Very effective defensive wall for Western Springs. And still keeping possession. Team wearing red and black. Hepburn tried to get that ball, and it's Roach again. Really troubling the deep defence of Western Springs. Strong physically. And they're off, wanting to get the game at their pace, Western Springs. Been a bit of whistle.
I think Rebecca Lake being called for that one. Just a little bit aggressive through the back of, I think it's Tafaru.
Just surveying what's available to put the ball forward and really start to get some concerted pressure on that Pride defence, Spring. But you have to say that the Pride really have come out and played and started really well. Buick 1-on-2 and still wins the ball. Excellent work up the left flank. And they've certainly put their pace on the game, the Pride. Lara Wall. Faru hovering for Western Springs. But again, just showing us that the game is going end to end. The willingness of both teams for forward ball. Oh, nice touch, but again interrupted by the Canterbury defence. Skipper, Lake, and Hepburn gets the ball away. Looking for Buick, who was trying really hard, and the pressure she has exerted has resulted in a throw-in high on the left flank for the Pride.
To see Buick playing in a more familiar left wing position for her today, a bit of a different shape here for Canterbury United Pride this afternoon. But certainly Buick strong on that left foot. Scored a number of fantastic goals this season.
Mortlock offloads the ball. Inched forward, a shot now coming from Roach again. She just couldn't get her foot on the end of it. But Hepburn's still there, trying to keep the ball in play for an opportunity to have a shot at goal. And she comes back, does Mortlock. They call her the little flea.
Mortlock?
Yep.
Exciting future. Charlotte Mortlock obviously headed away with the under-17s to the World Cup. What a great experience for a number of these players out here today. Pinebag also went to the under-20 World Cup for New Zealand and Costa Rica. So a lot of national experience across the pitch today, which is fantastic to see.
I'm just thinking back to some of the action in the round one of the National League this year. And, you know, the pace of the game and the skill level has improved so much. The double round, critical to keeping that. This is Roach again, who's got the ball for the Pride. She's got 2 defenders to get past, plus the goalkeeper, and gives herself a little bit more time waiting for the troops to arrive, and it just didn't quite fall their way, the Pride, but holding her own up the front, Charlotte Roach.
Yeah, she's been magnificent so far for Pride. Really showing that strength, holding onto the ball, just patient there. There was no runs in front of her, held up the ball nicely, and I think it was Morrow that just couldn't quite get any power on that strike.
Now, what can Western Springs do now with the ball through the midfield? Again, that great direct ball. And just too far.
There goes Hirano on the ball there, facing forward. Such a technical player for Western Springs. Would love to see her drive with the ball there. She's really technical and draws play as well. So we'd like to see her dribble and drive at the Canterbury United Pride defence.
You can see Eleanor Firth, who took the throw in there, wasn't in a hurry to pick the ball up from the sideline. I think it's indicative, the pace of the game and what the players are feeling right now. Again, those trees tell you which way the wind's blowing. So for the Pride, they are running into the wind. And here's a chance now for Western Springs, and across the face.
Opportunity there for Western Springs. I think it was Hirano again, creating for Western Springs.
Well, from absolutely not a lot of possession. You
just see how lethal they are.
Yes. And they know where the goal is.
Very clinical side, Western Springs. Showing that all-national Women's League so far.
We've got just under 15 minutes left in the first half, and it has been end-to-end football. And the temperature of the day, which is around 21 degrees, will test the players.
Especially out here on English Park, you add a few degrees. It feels about 26 out there at the moment on that turf. So a tough challenge for the players on a very big pitch.
And just slightly astray that time as they were trying to reset up the Pride. Dyer wanting to get every inch she could from the throw-in. 1-1 between these two. Playing the ball in the midfield. We've seen the transition from both teams has been outstanding, really, from deep defence into their forward line. Makes quite a massive difference for the Pride when Hepburn comes through with the ball through that centre place. But now again out on that right wing, is it Morrow who's got the ball, delivers with the left foot, but again that very safe back three for Western Springs are able to nullify it. Good control from the Pride. And Wall again gets those legs pumping down that left flank. Across the face, a good ball in. Oh, and just centimetres short. Again, it's Roach hovering. Clapped herself with frustration, I think.
Yeah, Lara Wall doing ever so well here. Just brings the ball back onto her right foot, puts a dangerous ball into the area, and Roach does well to get up, just can't quite direct that on target.
Again, defending was good though, wasn't it? I mean, it matched it. The high ball coming through. And she's been good, Sophia Dyer.
Yeah, beautiful play there. Hepburn's had a great start for me in that central midfield role for Pride, just turning over a lot of ball.
Good chase from Mortlock, putting pressure on the ball now coming from the left for Western Springs. Getting players up, pushing players up Western Springs. Oh, again, just delivered straight back out to the striker. And the shot at goal, it's in! Not the best strikes, it doesn't matter when it's in the right position. Wow, that is just stunning. Pynenberg.
Ball into central areas here. Tawhuru just creating all sorts of problems. Puts the ball out to Pynenberg. She spins the defender. Lara Wall can't get near her, and what a brilliant finish that is into the bottom corner of the outstretched arm of Una Foyle.
Oh, she's a tall goalkeeper, Una Foyle, and she was at full stretch, and that's the direction, the expert line that Pynenberg was able to strike. 2-1 it is.
Great turn there by Pynenberg, and just the shot, I think, a little bit surprised Una Foyle in goal there. I think she might have seen it late, but tidy finish there by Pynenberg to make it 2-1 to Western Springs.
Well, again, we talked about it just a wee bit ago. From nothing, look what you can get. It's about taking your opportunities when they front up. The Pride have had a couple, but Western Springs just sitting, waiting for their chance, and boy, they've made it count when they've got it.
Yeah, similar story to round one of these two teams. Canterbury United Pride dominating most of the possession, and Western Springs just clinical in that final third. A couple of opportunities. Nice cut here by Moru. Just can't quite get the power on that left foot shot.
Well, you've got to finish off. You've got to be able to score the goals.
It's been the story of Canterbury United Pride season. Unfortunately, just haven't been clinical in that final third.
Hepburn gets the pass away. But again, you think of the work that Hirano particularly has done for Western Springs. Tawhuru and that interpassing, and it's resulted in them getting their lead in the game. 2-1, Western Springs lead. And if we did have the stats, the possession count would go in the Pride's favour, but certainly you've got to know how to finish, and that's certainly what Western Springs need to do. And if you've just joined us, Western Springs need to keep winning. They are sitting second behind Eastern Suburbs. You want to be 1 and 2. Mortlake might get a card here for the clumsy tackle. Yes. And just pulled her up midstream. Was it just a little bit of clumsy tackling or shutting her down early, Annalie Longo?
Yeah, a little bit of maybe a technical foul possibly there from Lottie. A little bit of frustration from Mortlake.
You can see time gone. And 2-1 to the visitors.
Takeda on the ball here for Western Springs. Looking to go direct. Finds a bit of space out wide.
Just got to be so careful with the wind as well, because it will do crazy things with the ball in the air. Yeah, setting up right from deep defence. Pass again, looking for Buick, who gets it up on that left flank, and she gets a good shove for good measure from Dyer. Very, very good defending from Sophia Dyer.
Just used her body well there, got in between the player and the ball, and a bit of strength, and Bjork does well to get a corner out of that one. Good defending, no, by Dyer.
Oh, she's been around a long time, Sophia Dyer. 20th consecutive season for Western Springs. Got an acknowledgement at their prize giving a little earlier.
That's outstanding.
20 years, that's just so loyal, isn't it?
Very loyal.
Across, nice height. Can the connection come? Shot coming wide, and there's some collisions in the box. 2 players down.
Lily Jervis and Rebecca Lake going up for that one. Good ball into the area by Lauren Dabner.
Well, they've been very safe at the back. It will be a free kick to Western Springs. Or
possibly might be a drop ball,
yeah,
I think.
I think so, yep. So it looks as though Jervis is just exiting the field just for some running repairs, maybe a HIA to have a wee look, make sure she's okay. Angelique Tuisamo, the goalkeeper for Western Springs. It'll be Tuisamo now. Some good leverage up the field. Look how far that kick's gone. That is brilliant. Again, just highlighting where this game has been played today. It is the win behind Western Springs. A decent breeze. Again, certainly not in a hurry to take the throw in. And a slightly different complexion coming over this match since Western Springs were able to get the lead through Emma Peinenberg. And it's one thing to have these wonderful forays, Hirano, Takita coming up, but it's having people in the right places to finish off, and that's what they've been able to do, Western Springs.
Good double teaming there by Western Springs.
It's been quite an open, free match. Bit of space for the players to exhibit their skills. Ooh. Nice pass out wide, finds its target. That second phase ball not being followed up by the Pride.
Yeah, Ulaveli just in that centre-back role. Jervis, very good defensively. 2 centre-backs for Western Springs.
Chance now for the Pride. Again, it's Roach with the left boot. She couldn't get the shot away. Again, the defending is very, very good and tight. And they even keep possession to Western Springs. Garcia coming back and retaining possession. Now, Buick. Opting for the straight ball through the middle.
One touch, good one touch flick by Dabner in there.
Good skill level, trying to exit that ball out. Western Springs, good old triangles working well, but the Pride come away. Morrow wearing 9, Debner wearing 12. Oh, making some good progress through the midfield. Just a little too far for Garcia to pull in. Sophia Garcia and Emma Peinenberg, the goal scorers for Western Springs, and they responded to Charlotte Roach from the Pride, who opened the scoring after 4 minutes.
Good driving run by Morrow.
working in pairs, putting the pressure on that left flank defence for Western Springs. Can they finish with a flourish, the Pride, and tie it all up? Good 1-2s up that right flank. There's a lot of space out there, Annalie Longo, wasn't there, for both teams? There's seen some lovely skill, although dispossessed this time. And winning it, Frankie Morrow. But can they keep it, Pride, as they surge forward now? Shot at goal again, catching the outside edge. It'll be a corner.
Really good play there by Frankie Morrow. Couldn't find a pass on and decided to do a few tricks out on the right wing and finds the feet of Lauren Dabner. And the Pride have a corner.
All right, let's see what Lauren Dabner can do with this. As she signals, here it comes. Who's getting up high? Who can defend? Shot at goal, a lovely little chip ball. And again, high into that box and headed towards goal. Oh, that was centimetres short.
Rebecca Lake with the opportunity there, gets up well. Western Springs failed to clear. Lauren Dabner puts the ball back into the 18-yard box. And Rebecca Lake does well to get power on that ball, just can't quite get that on target.
And they've certainly created chances. But it's Western Springs who have finished off their opportunities so expertly and efficiently. Now, Mortlock puts the ball through and looking for Roach again. Those red shirts. And again, oh, and in it goes. She got a double. She has indeed. Did it catch a deflection, and Roach is on the scoreboard again for the Pride.
Great ball through Mortlock. Morrow does well to fight in there. Might have taken a wee deflection, but fantastic work there from Charlotte Roach. I think it might have come off the foot of Lily Jervis. And I'm not sure the keeper knew too much about it. I thought she might have think it was going wide potentially, and it's just curled into that bottom corner. But all the same, 2 goals for Charlotte Roach. 2-2 here, leading into the break.
Very timely strike, and it's just finishing off after everything that we'd said about taking the opportunities. And one of the best players for Western, Sophia Dyer, it's been really good. And yeah, a bit cynical.
And the ref was called half-time here at English Park. What a lively end to the match.
Well, they started the scoring and they finished the scoring, did the Canterbury Pride. And Western Springs matched it in the middle. And at half-time in this National Women's Football League, it is the Pride holding off the visitors. 2-2 it is. And let's have another look at how the 4 goals have been scored.
Yeah, early start here for the Pride. Charlotte Roach breaking in behind. And a lovely finish into the back of the net just in the 4th minute. Hirano making a breaking run into the 18-yard box, puts the ball perfectly back, finds the feet of Sophia Garcia, and no problems there from the penalty spot.
Roach again. She was a menace in the front for the Pride. She was causing a lot of opportunities, but it was the Western Springs who were able to exert pressure on that Canterbury defence. And then Pinenberg managed to get a very well angled. Did she even get a hand on it, Una Foyle maybe? But what a finish from Emma Pinenberg to take the lead for Western Springs. And then Lake tried to head it into the net and was just short of finding that inside post on the far side. But then she's been good all matches, Charlotte Roach. Edged it towards that very far goalpost. And Tui Samoa in goal for Western Springs could only watch it. And that is how we finish at half-time. It is 2-2 between the Pride and Western Springs. And now we can see out in the middle, we have got a prize giving for the youth team, Annalie, who have had a very fine season in that brand new youth league.
A very fine season. The first time we've run a national youth league for women. And a fantastic season it was for Canterbury United Pride, going undefeated all season, scoring plenty of goals. Top goal scorer Charlotte Roach on fire today for Canterbury United Pride. But yeah, very big congratulations to Canterbury United Pride taking out the National Women's Youth League for 2022.
So that's how we'll leave you at half-time. 2-2 between the two sides. The cup, a brand new cup for the Youth League, and it will be received by Canterbury, and we'll let you take in the ambience of what's happening here at English Park.
Girls National Youth League for 2022. And to make the prize giving, we've got a couple of special guests. So welcome Kevin Ford, the New Zealand Football Competitions and Event Director, and a huge welcome back to Gabby, Vic and Michaela. Pretty stoked to have you, obviously after the last night, so good to see you girls, thank you. Now, having previously told Coach Shane Verma that he didn't have to talk, I'm going to blatantly lie and just ask him to come forward for a quick chat. If I said you had to make a speech, mate, you just get all nervous, so now you don't have time. I'll make it easier on you. Shane, obviously winning trophies and medals is awesome, but any coach will know that it's the Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, preparations and training that obviously go into it that make it special. You know, what stood out for you about this group of girls during the competition?
Just, as you said, all the hard work that went into it. I think the people that have to thank for the parents that from day one, when they were 5 years old, getting out onto the pitch and supporting these girls is probably massive as well. But the attitude of this group has been fantastic. The togetherness, I think, is big, and they really show the true Canterbury spirit.
And obviously, during the season, there's been some pretty cool moments. Are there any particular that stand out to you? Individual achievements, anything like that?
I was very fortunate that a few girls got to go and play for the Pride Seniors, and that's what our program's about. It's about helping these girls get to the next step. But obviously, the 4 girls that also got to go to the Under-17 World Cup was a massive achievement for them as individuals. But I think just seeing these girls at training, I think how well they came together, and just the buzz around the group, I think that was probably my personal highlight.
Awesome, thanks Shane, well done, and obviously awesome job during the season. I think massive round of applause to Coach Shane as well. They say that a sporting team's environment takes on a bit of the personality of the coach, and I think all that hard work, dedication, cool, calm collectiveness is definitely from Shane. So awesome stuff, mate. And obviously all the staff that you had around you. So well done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Xanthi to come forward. Now Xanthi, you can talk if you want, or I can... No? Okay, great. So what I'm going to get you to do is just to come forward and just call out the names of the girls, and I'll get the Ferns just to hand them their medals. So I'm going to hand you the mic, and you're going to name them. Alright?
So, Maddie Norton. Devon, the manager. Denise. And Shane.
And Anthony Jane, skipper, thanks for that. And Anthony, don't run away. No, because what I want you to do is to be able to receive the inaugural Girls National Youth League trophy from New Zealand Football's board. And get it behind it. Go on. I'll just get out of the way. Paparazzi, excuse me, team. Yeah, let's help him away. We'll do a countdown from 3. Ready, Xanthi? No pressure. Sorry, Martin, do you want a celebratory one or just a relax? Yeah, what do you want first? Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Awesome stuff. Thanks, Dan. Actually, this is a bit off script, but while we've got them. Gabby, yes, sorry, I stitched you up, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. I hope you didn't hear that word that she just said. Gabby, pretty awesome spectacle last night. 5,000 Canterbury was a pretty awesome day. What did it mean to you to get out there and play in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, it was absolutely insane playing with the crowd. Very weird being back here and very good this time. So yeah, it was really cool, and hopefully you guys can come out on Tuesday and support us.
I thought we were going to get it done on Tuesday.
Yeah, I hope so. I think we showed it last night. We said we can play, especially last night. So yeah, we'll go up and play it.
My dad,
You're on Tuesday.
And Michaela, I think the weather report is like southerly and 15 degrees, a little bit different from the beautiful day yesterday. Is that going to help us?
Used to it down here, aren't they?
Awesome, thanks ladies. Awesome to have you back. It's the one on Tuesday. Go to Ferns. So, thanks ladies and gentlemen. Obviously to all the mums and dads in the crowd, we better get off before the teams make their way back in the field. But once again, awesome from these group of young ladies.
the beginning of the second half. Canterbury Pride players on the left-hand side coming back into the game. And wow, that last minute equaliser at the a minute from half-time, couple of minutes from half-time, sees the score all tied up at 2-2, and it's been a bit like that, hasn't it, Annalie Longo? Charlotte Roach started the scoring, Sophia Garcia, then Emma Peinenberg, then Roach got her second. For a young player, fantastic match. She's really having a big say on the outcome for the Pride anyway.
Yeah, really well taken, 2 goals for Charlotte Roach. I think she's been Canterbury United Pride's best player so far in this first half. Doing well to hold up the ball in possession, and she just looks dangerous. She looks like she wants to score. She looks confident on the ball. There she is there, wearing the number 6 for Pride today. And yeah, I think full credit to her coming into the women's side, have fantastic youth season, and showing her class out here today in the women's league, which is pleasing to see for the development of young players coming through.
And there's been a bit of a buzz round English Park. Of course, at half-time, the Canterbury Pride youth team were presented with their trophy after winning the brand new youth league, and also having 3 football ferns here, Michaela Moore, Gabby Rennie and Victoria Essen, presenting the medals. How cool was that?
Fantastic to see the girls down here at English Park. All 3 players playing huge minutes here for Canterbury United Pride and clubs throughout Christchurch. So nice to have them down here and be able to present the youth trophy to Canterbury United Pride youth. So yeah, obviously a disappointing result for the girls last night, going down 1-0 to Korea Republic. I thought it was a good performance from the football ferns. There's certainly moments and patches of pleasing things for Yitka Kim-Clover. I think she'll be wanting to build on that for Tuesday. Certainly, hopefully stay in the game for longer patches. Certainly created opportunities through Olivia Chance, a number of opportunities in that late in that second half, and hopefully they can pick up a result on Tuesday.
Well, I think the most important thing is that they created opportunities, and while they might be a bit sad that they couldn't finish them off, the football ferns, they certainly created, as did Korea. And I know, talking to quite a few people who I met randomly actually, who had been at the game, nearly 6,000 of them, that they really enjoyed what Korea brought to that game and the different skills that they had, the little heel flicks, the triangle passing, the acceleration over a couple of metres. They loved it. They were about ready to start the second half, but it's just fantastic here in Christchurch. No, we're not going to get any FIFA games next year, but they're here this weekend, and there is a real buzz around town as the second half gets underway between the Western Springs from Auckland and Canterbury United Pride. 2-2 at half-time. What will these two teams, who have got the legs to finish the game? Because it was a high-paced match. It was end-to-end football.
I think we might have had a couple of substitutions for Canterbury United Pride at half-time. Just looking to confirm them, but I think I can see Dasha Kogan on the pitch for Canterbury United Pride, wearing number 20. And she looks to have replaced number 10, Charlotte Mortlock.
Oh, she, certainly Dasha Keegan, got goals in that youth league as well and enjoyed plenty of playing time. So it'll be good for her to come out here and experience more National League, the senior level, as this time it's the early start is for Western Springs. I think if Ryan Faithful, the coach of Western Springs, and his halftime talk, he'd want to see his team just be a bit more industrious, I think would be the word, for longer moments of the game. I mean, they're the ones that are needing to win to keep the pressure and get a little bit further away from Northern Rovers. It's between Western Springs and Northern Rovers, who will present up to Eastern Suburbs, who are way out in front in this National League. And Western Springs need to keep winning.
So it might be another substitution at halftime for Canterbury United Pride. Ella McCann has come onto the pitch wearing number 15, playing out on that left wing, and substituted was number 23, Petra Buick.
Oh, she was one of the good front runners for the Pride, Petra Buick, often up the front and putting a bit of pressure on that Western Springs defence, who were, you have to say, were very good. and organised. And probably haven't seen a lot of Charlotte Roach, so probably quite a good thing. And she's the one that's done the damage against them. And good straight ball, strong, direct, but not to one of their own players. Nice for Angelique Tui-Samoa in goal for Western Springs. Took out the club's goalkeeper of the year, beating off all other goalkeepers. A pretty nice trophy to have for the season. And a few other accolades going their way as well. Lily Taitimu, Club Sports Person of the Year. Lara Kolpe, Most Promising. And Sophia Dyer had a special commendation for her 20th consecutive season, and she's been great, the number 2 for Western Springs today. Always posing problems for the Pride. And a chance for the Red and Blacks with the wind behind them this time, the second half here at English Park. Trying to keep the ball in, just running too sweetly off the surface. Firth has the ball for the Pride. And again, Roach, that tall presence for the Red and Blacks, wearing 6. Charlotte Roach, the goal scorer, double goal scorer. Kendra Smith wearing 19. Well, certainly, Annalie, the intensity is there in the opening minutes of the second half. She's been good, hasn't she?
Yeah, good
Whitney
step in.
Hepburn.
Good step in there by Smith, finds Hepburn. Just looking for the pace there of Ellen McCain out on that left wing.
Hepburn's such a steadying influence in that midfield for the Pride. Vastly experienced. Here she is chasing the ball now.
Very experienced player. Glues the team together. Hepburn wearing 13 for Canterbury United Pride. Been in the squad for a number of years. Won a number of titles with Canterbury United Pride.
Well, they're not in the hunt for that this year, and it's all about developing some of the younger players in the Pride. Sitting 4th on that points table, but well adrift on 13. Eastern Suburbs handsomely sitting at the top on 30. And now the Pride. There's been a couple of tough challenges. Ryan Faithful, you can see him on the far touchline, throws his arms in the air. A couple of yellow cards against the Pride today as well. And certainly when Rena Hirano, number 11, runs with the ball, she has come under a bit of pressure. That's where one of the yellow cards were conceded for the Pride. Might have been Mortlock's challenge on her. And the captain goes to assist note. Looking forward, not to go back, and the ball falling to Western Springs now. And a nice little touch on as well. Straight ball out onto the left, and again a chance now for Roach, that tall player challenging goalkeeper Tui-Samoa. You can just see her holding back a bit, not wanting to have any kind of clash. But how good is it if, as a midfielder, to look up and see that target of a tall, strong player in Charlotte Roach?
Lovely ball there by Hepburn. Just finding Wall on that left wing. Looking to put the ball across.
And they'll concede a corner, will Western Springs.
Takeda just picking that one out.
She's been pretty expert, hasn't she, with her corner kicks, as Lauren Dabner. And she'll take another one here, although she's got the wind at her back this time. Let's have a look and see what she can do with this. Across the front, and nearly Still in play. And over the top.
Great whip delivery by Dabner into the box, and I think it was Lake with the first initial attempt on goal.
Now they've got it back, have the Pride. And again, that rangy figure of Roach gets the left foot on it. Back to a good shot for Dabner. Can she delivers the ball. Oh, and just centimetres short, surely, by Kogan.
Great ball here by Roach, finds Dabner on the edge of the box. Little slip ball through to Kogan. Puts it onto her right foot, and it just goes past the upright. Great chance there for Canterbury United Pride.
Nice set piece play. Well, surely Alana Gunn has to be very encouraged with the way that her team's come out. You know, they could easily think, well, we're not in the race, but man, they have come out and played. A nice bit of skill here as well.
Good composure by Canterbury United Pride, just keeping possession.
But what we've come to appreciate too from Western Springs is that while they might not have all the attacking opportunities, when they do, they know how to finish. A good contest.
Colby and Morrow, good physical challenge.
Nice 1-2. Oh, keeping it in beautifully. Colby questioning that decision. She's a good young player coming through for Western Springs. Watch out for her in that goal scoring area.
Good switch of play here. Just too much on the ball from Whitney Hepburn, looking for Lara Wall.
Well, the conditions have stayed true, haven't they? Started with blue skies, warm temperature of 21 air temperature, and as Annalie Longo has said, it's much hotter on this turf, artificial turf with the little rubber beads in it, which heats it up. And the play's been hot as well. Some lovely skills. Tough challenges. And some great goals, 4 of them. 2 each.
Good pressure here from Pynenberg. Driving at that centre back, looking for the run of Laura Colby.
Here she is. We talked about her just moments ago. Young player, nice little touch. Still
Lovely
opportunities now for the shot at goal. And the skipper got a boot in the way, Rebecca Lake. Did she? Or does it go right over the top? Right over the top.
Lara Colby on the ball here, just giving a give and go, gets herself into the 18-yard box, touch inside, and it's Garcia who puts the ball over the bar.
Again, they're just so dangerous, Western Springs, aren't they? From nothing, they can produce something quite extraordinary as the ball comes in again for the Pride. So within seconds, the ball is right down the other end. It's been a feature of this match, this National League match. The quick play, the willingness for both teams to get out there and attack. And some terrific interplay.
Good play here by Western Springs, good strength by Garcia to switch it out to Cater to find Colby again on this left wing.
Oh, the one touches are coming through now and really starting to feel the heat, that Canterbury Pride defence.
Good tracking there by Smith. Again, Lara Colby causing problems out on this left wing. And
defending a corner, this time the Pride. See what they can do with this. Western Springs sniffing an opportunity, are they here to increase their tally? Nice high ball, hangs in the air for a bit, a shot at goal. And having to work hard, well, a few heartbeats quicker. It's 2 shots and opportunities in a row for Western Springs, doing a great job, just can't quite find the home. Oh, she does well to keep it in.
Half chance there for Western Springs. Dangerous moment. I think it was Pynenberg that put the ball back into the area, and Hirano just failing to get that final shot on target.
Well, the professionalism of Arisa Takeda, Arena Hirano, and the little engine room, they keep working hard, don't they? Creating opportunities, giving ball forward. Yeah, feeling the heat this time. And good work from the Canterbury Pride. Sealing off opportunities for that ball to get out of that defensive area for Western Springs.
Yeah, Roach just doing well to close down Yavili in that centre-back position.
This time employing a high ball out of defence. But just rolled too far away. Good contest, willingness to get in there and try and get to the ball first from both sets of players. And no scoring action in the second half so far, not for the want of opportunities from both sides. Now, what do you think Alana Gunn would have said to her charges at half-time, Annalie Longo?
I think she would have been impressed with the first half performance from the Pride. I think for long patches they dominated that first half. I think the message will be that concentration when they lose the ball, that transition, because Western Springs is so clinical in front of goal. So making sure when they have the ball, they're organised behind it. So if they lose it, they can regain it back early, as Western Springs are very good in that transition moment, especially in their flank play with the likes of Lara Kolpe, Sam Tafaru coming off the front, runners in behind.
Oh, here's a chance again. It's Roach, and the opportunity to have a full strike just escapes Ella McCann. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But that word that you've used, clinical, that's what Western Springs have been in front of goal, which has brought them back into the game. Yeah, right on halfway. And just looking for one team to put a couple of passes together like they have now. Hepburn with the ball for the Pride. Whitney Hepburn, there's a look forward. What can she see? So they're trying to pin Western Springs back in their defensive quarter. They push up now, the Pride players. Dabner wearing 12 has been ever present. But as clinical as Western Springs have been up front, they certainly have been at the back as well. Takeda waits for the players to come back, and she's been one of the best. Rina Hirano now out on the right flank and pushing the ball forward and offside.
Just see the players disputing that one. I think they're saying she didn't touch it. I think they were wanting that ball to go through to that back post. But I think the referee's seen a bit of interference there. Blowing the whistle on that one. always like to question things as players, don't you?
Why not? Yep. And that's a great ball forward as well. But it's 1-on-2 and a good push away too. Here comes the support play for the Pride now. Out on that left side of the box. Can they get it closer to the goal? And over the top it goes.
Opportunity there for Lauren Dabner. She does well on the outside of the 18-yard box. Beats her player and unfortunately just lifts that one over the bar. Here we go here, Lauren Dabner takes it onto her left foot, beats the outstretched defender and just unfortunately puts that one over the bar.
But again, it just illustrates, oh, what a great pick off. And the ball, who wants it? Fighting hard for that position up in their attack area, Canterbury United Pride. The spontaneous skills of the young players in this Pride side are doing a grand job.
Yeah, I think the introduction of Kogan has been very good for Pride in that central midfield role. She's doing very well defensively, but very composed in position. Just looking to link between the lines.
Oh, look at the speed. Up that left flank again. Look, we've talked so often about the end-to-end nature of this game, and we've just seen that in the last 2 minutes go from one end where there was an offside right back up the other end. And here we have the Pride again searching for a goal to go ahead in the match, like they were after 4 minutes when Charlotte Roach got one home. Yeah, a little twist and turn. It might have come off who last. So it'll be corner for the Pride. I've had plenty of them, but it's mostly been extremely well defended.
Ella McCann doing well out there on that left wing. Unfortunately picked up an injury in the opening game of the Under-17 World Cup, hamstring injury, and this is her first return back into the Canterbury United Pride.
Dabner with the corner kick, and the wind just taking it away from the defence.
Looks like a substitution here for Canterbury United Pride. Jazz Donnell coming onto the pitch, and Eleanor Firth and Charlotte Roach taking a well-deserved rest.
Wow, what can you say about Charlotte Roach, what we haven't already said? You know, what a mammoth contribution she's had to this game. Not only the 2 goals, but just her presence up the front, worrying the defenders all the time.
And Lisa Evans is also the player to come onto the pitch for the Canterbury United Pride, number 7.
Well, let's see if those replacement players can offer as much as what Charlotte Roach has. Gee, she's been good, Frankie Morrow, too, hasn't she, for the Pride?
Worked very hard today, Frankie Morrow.
Sprinting to get in front and getting the ball forward. This is where they've been dangerous. Western Springs. Garcia gets the left boot onto that ball and allows Una Foyle just to come through. Nice bit of defending from the captain, Rebecca Lake, as well. Very composed, Rebecca Lake, isn't she? Letting the ball run towards the goalkeeper, not interfering with it. Again, end-to-end ball, sprinting to get her boot on it was Morrow. Takeda is safe for Western Springs. She's been a dominant form in that back left as well. Well, she's on her own. Got an opportunity. Hirano. Oh, great tackle. Oh, Rebecca Lake. Stunning work. Just when you thought Hirano could have had a chance to take the lead.
Tafaru with that fantastic through ball over the top, finding Hirano, and what a well-timed tackle that was from Rebecca Lake. Just fantastic.
You don't want to bring the player down. You want to have a clean touch on the ball.
Always dangerous when you go get off your feet in that 18-yard box. but she's perfectly timed that challenge.
Oh, and Una Foyle just puts their hands up in the air, very tall goalkeeper, and hoofs it downfield again, getting good purchase on it. And it's falling to the Pride. Good contest. I've said that so many times, but it's been outstanding. And the willingness to get out there and play and show us the skills. Hepburn just getting a little touch. But also, you know, kudos to Western Springs as well for they sense their opportunities. They know they've got finishers in the team. Putting pressure on the receiver. Trying to lock that ball in their attacking half, the Pride. Again, nothing's coming easy. Kolpe.
What a great touch that was from Tatamu in that holding midfielder position for Western Springs. Lovely rotation by Western Springs. You see Lara Kolpe coming inside, looking to create a bit of an overload in central areas. Good movement off the ball from Western Springs.
Coming up to the 70-minute mark. And it has been full of entertainment in the second half, I can tell you. Lots of opportunities. Shot at goal coming. Oh, it's just lightning quick defence. And shot from the right was just to the right.
Here we have Ella McCann just putting it across to Kogan. Doesn't see a defender, but it drops to Frankie Morrow. And unfortunately, she's just put that slightly to the right of the goal post. Chance.
Absolute chance. Again, it's just having that composure just in those critical moments. They're coming on. Jess.
On comes number 14, Jess Ennis.
Oh, she's a goal scorer as well, Jess Ennis. Scored 5 during the course of the season for Western Springs. Oh, clever skills. Wonderful work from Hirano. Look at that, left to right. Oh, she's got the magic. That is stunning work and gets the applause from the crowd. Why not? It's beautiful work.
Silky feet there from Hirano, showing that Japanese flair that they produce ever so well.
Just reading the game, coming back, helping the ball through. I don't think Whitney Hepburn was happy about that. And she might just have a few words here with Lindsay Robinson, who has got the whistle today, asking why, or Lindsay telling Whitney why she blew the whistle. I think Whitney thought she had the position on the pitch.
All ball, she said, I think.
Lovely little left foot through, and Foyle comes through and reads the play beautifully. And has upturned palm saying, where are you? Where can I pass the ball quickly? So end to end again, goalkeeper to goalkeeper.
See Foyle just going a little bit more direct in this second half. Might be something to do with the wind and getting the ball higher up the pitch nice and quickly.
And it's been impressive the way that both sets of players have challenged for the ball. like that one. Oh, but keeping possession, getting 3 or 4 passes together in a row, which is what the Pride have managed to do this time. And looking for Frankie Morrow out on that right side. So a good transition from left to right. Just that accuracy missing. Donald. And Morrow just underpassed it, really.
Possibly a few tired legs just starting to creep in now.
Well, she's done a lot of running,
She's done
Frankie
a lot
Morrow.
of running, Frankie Morrow.
Some of the passing has been outstanding. And 3 or 4 passes in that last one, sometimes just going astray, but the control that we're seeing from both teams has really been impressive today. And the opportunities that they've created for like this one here from Lara Wall, and she gets it across. And I think if the Pride were to look back and see where they've gone for the near post on probably too many occasions.
I think you're right there, Leslie. Lara Wall doing ever so well on that left wing, beating her defender, and again, just that shot towards the near post. You know, if you shoot across the goalkeeper to that far post, it either goes in or the keeper might get a touch, and that's when you get the second phase rebounds. But if you shoot the near post, it makes it very hard to pick up anything second phase. So certainly right there, if they can shoot across the keeper a few more times, I think they might be able to maybe pick up a second phase strike.
2-2, that's what the scoreboard tells us here at English Park. And they were all in the first half. After 4 minutes, Charlotte Roach, and then a couple from Western Springs through Sophia Garcia and Emma Pynenberg, and then Roach got her second. As far as we know, it's her second anyway, credited to her. She was outstanding. Running up front for Canterbury Pride today. And in warm conditions. And again, this could be a card. Lisa Evans, is it? And that not being tolerated, that tackle. Lindsay Robinson says, nope, I'm not accepting that. And another name gets written into her book.
Yeah, Pynenberg just doing well on that one. She receives the ball and turns a defender. I think it's Lisa Evans just kind of holding on. A bit of a tug of the shirt, and she's awarded the yellow card.
I think the other thing that particularly the Pride players have done well up front is react to the loose ball that's come through, and they've been able to create opportunities which they haven't quite finished, but it's been a feature I think that haven't seen too much in the past. But this is Western Springs now on their right flank and got plenty of opportunity to get that ball into the middle. Oh, a nice bit of skill from Keegan. Headed the ball out, clever work from the youngster. And look where they are now, right up the other end. Gosh, the body balance coming through and being able to utilise your heading skills. And that takes courage as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, very good from Kogan. She's not the tallest of players in that midfield role, but does ever so well. Great balance and a lovely flick on there from Kogan.
And I guess that's a thrilling thing, isn't it, for Alana Gunn to see these young players come through. What the National Youth League has done for the pathway for these young players to come through, giving snatches of time in the National League on that development pathway, just so critical. And they're not scared to utilise their skills. They're not put off. A shot now, right across and straight into the hands of Tui Samoa. So not going the quick passing way, opting for the direct shot.
Again, excellent from Hepburn, really dictating play in that central midfield role.
And forward the ball goes and drops to Dabner, and all they can do is get the ball and trying to stop it being a corner, but it will be a corner. And they've kept coming at them, have the Canterbury Pride players. They've kept coming at Western Springs. And it was a question I asked just after half-time, how long can they stay in the game? But they are keeping it running, the Pride players.
It is end-to-end at the moment. Canterbury United Pride just starting to put a little bit more pressure on this Western Springs defence.
Across the face, and that far post is what you talked about a little bit ago, and putting it in now and having to punch it out was Tui Samoa, but she did and read it beautifully, she did. Donald puts the ball to the right. Structure's been good from both teams. Again, the lovely skill. Look at the body balance. And another shot at goal for the Pride. Just didn't have the venom, really, did it?
Again, good build up from Kogan in that central midfield role.
Oh, nice touch. Well timed intercept, as that one is from Takeda. Again, looking for the offside. It's a late call. It's there. They were caught out when Western Springs scored their first goal, when they held back a bit, waiting for that whistle. And they've started it. They are looking for the win. The Pride. It won't do their title chances any good, but they have come out to play. And they've taken the game to much higher placed Western Springs. Morrow, she's kept running. A little machine down the right wing and gets the ball across the face. Who's there? And is it to be nudged in and almost falling?
Morrow does well on this right wing, keeps it in, great ball across. And there's shouts of pass back. Is it going to be an own goal? Oh, big chance there for Canterbury United Pride. Just doesn't fall into the back of the net.
Well, Angelique Tui Samoa did really well, actually, to regather. And the crowd are really urging and finding their voice. Getting the ball forward, loose ball, and Foyle coming through, and again the offside rule. Foyle coming right out, can't believe it.
Oh, that one's going to be close. Garcia with the run in behind. I thought Una Foyle might have been a little bit deep if that had been onside. But it has been called offside. Certainly question marks there for Western Springs.
Well, they're throwing players up high as well. They're dealing with what's being put in front of them in deep defence, and they've got their high running forwards.
Substitution for Western Springs. Georgia Brown coming onto the pitch. Fortunately, we haven't quite seen who's left the pitch. As soon as we know, we'll update you.
Yeah, setting up Western Springs, looking for an opportunity really to break this game open and hold it for themselves. I mean, they've stayed in the contest as well, but it's really a match that they need to win. to keep Northern Rovers from pinching their place in a playoff spot. Just take the pressure off themselves by getting the win points. And that ball comes forward again for the Pride, out on the left side this time. Can they get the ball across the face? Here it is in the air, and nobody out wide on the right.
See Alan McCann there with the run in behind, but unfortunately just not enough numbers there for Canterbury United Pride in the box. You've got Frankie Morrow across the front post, but just looking for a midfielder or a late run into the box.
Whitney Hetman playing high, and Lily Jervis gets the ball up on that right flank. Finds a good ball, the skipper does. And that's where they want to play it, Western Springs.
Georgia Brown just moving into that right wing position on the ball now.
All right, they'll need to go and pick the ball. Lara Wall. Again, another fine match from her. Yeah, for Western Springs, what can they engineer here? And a good tackle.
Good timing by Smith there on Pinenberg.
But it's still a nice little pass forward, offside again.
Again, the run of Hirano looking to break in behind that back four for Canterbury United Pride.
Donald has it up on that right flank, gets a good ball forward. And it just shows you the willingness of the Pride and the opportunities. Dasha Keegan, wow, she has been fantastic, hasn't she?
A live wire in that midfield role.
Now the captain for Western Springs brings the ball through and offers a really good ball. She's given great ball out on that right. Second pass in a row that's really put her team on the go forward. Big strong whistle. More subs, is it?
Brittany Lee Nicholson coming onto the pitch, number 11 for Canterbury United Pride.
A lot of experience there as well. Brittany Lee Nicholson. The pressure coming on the receivers now by Western Springs. They're wanting to keep the ball in their comfort area.
Nicholson with a good introduction. Evans on this left wing.
Oh, getting a shot. What a save. Did she get a touch on that? Tui Samoa? She did.
Lisa Evans driving down this left wing. Puts a dangerous ball into the box. And Ella McCann gets her foot on it. And what a fantastic save that is. Keeping her team in the game.
Reactionary save. Right on that right-hand post for Angelique Tui Samoa. Important save because she was coming at her, wasn't she, McCann? And there's the high ball there and doesn't threaten the defence.
Just struggling a little bit on that left-hand side with the corners. Lauren Dabner, a couple gone out. Possibly just that strong wind coming through the pitch.
Well, they keep you guessing, both teams, don't they, with what they've created. And that's been the best part about the game. It's been well matched. Yeah, they've stolen possession back, but given it away straight away. And one of the best players today has been Rina Hirano. Gets the ball away for Western Springs, but some very efficient defending by the Pride. Sees it back in their attack half again. Yeah, careful with the ball. So they bring it through. Lovely pass out right, but they need to get it into the middle. Who's coming onto it for the shot? Only the defender for Western Springs. Oh, Coden thought about it, didn't she, about intercepting it. But they've got it still, have Canterbury Pride, and it just ran too far out of their control. So there will be some minutes added on. 3 more minutes, sort of 2.5 more minutes of normal time, and then whatever the add-ons are.
Great switch of play by Hepburn, finding Donald.
Yeah, she is looking for some support.
Big 5 minutes for both teams here.
This is where they've done well. I think the Pride had a little ball that may have ricocheted off one of the players. They've mopped it up, they've read the play. The young players doing well. Donald has the ball, but again, there's just nobody in the middle.
Pynenberg just showing a bit of pace there. Composed Rebecca Lake at the back, just mopping it well.
Oh, great passing. It's a treat to watch. Lovely work, Hepburn. Twists and turn, gets that ball forward. But it's well intercepted at the back. Jess Innes. Gee, there's plenty happening. Final moments of the game, there's lots happening still. Though both sets of players have put in a big shift today. And they are searching for a ball which may well come now. And here's the opportunity, and it's an easy goal for Sophia Garcia. And the Canterbury Pride players are standing looking at the lines person. Here it is.
Oh, Garcia calls of offside, but the referee says she's timed her run perfectly. And one-on-one with Una Foyle. Goes around the outside and puts it in the back of the net. Heartbreaking for the Pride in the 90th, it fixed 90 minutes. And Western Springs now leading 3-2.
Wow, you've just got to play to the whistle, and they didn't quite play to the whistle, but what a magnificent goal it has been to actually keep going, Garcia, to keep going. You've given the opportunity, and let's not fluff it, and she didn't. A really important goal for Western Springs. Well done to her. Sophia Garcia.
Well, they have been threatening that line all day. And unfortunately, Canterbury United Pride just caught napping in that back four. And unfortunately, go down late in this game.
Well, the professionalism, that's what it comes down to, and reacting to what's put on them. Hirano, and she's the one that got the ball up into their attack half to enable that goal, and there's lots of instructions now coming the way of Georgia Brown from her teammates.
Just trying to kill the clock here, hanging on to the ball.
Well, look, all you can do is admire what Western Springs have done. We've talked about how clinical they are. Heartbreak it might be for the Pride. There were some calls that certainly Western Springs didn't like in terms of the offsides that have been called against them, but that time they played to the whistle and they've been rewarded what with could be and should be the winner, as we have got just minutes left in this game. And if you're looking at it purely from a non-parochial way, it's been an excellent game of football.
Great game by both teams out here. End-to-end football. Feels a little bit like deja vu in round one, this matchup. Western Springs winning 3-2. Canterbury United Pride asking all the questions, but again, just finding that lacking that little bit of quality in the final third, and Western Springs will do that. They come down the other end and punish you, and again, they've done that today. Garcia, again, the goal scorer. composed in front of goal, going around Una Foyle and making it 3-2 in the dying stages.
Well, it's been a lot of top-rate skills at National League standard. Some terrific young players coming through the pathways, and we've seen them exhibit their skills from both teams today. And you have to say that Charlotte Roach, particularly for the Pride, Frankie Morrow's run herself ragged, really. Lara Colby for Western Springs, Sophia Garcia Hirano, Takeda being fantastic. Sophia Dyer has seen her play a very big part. And look at this, she'll get the whistle against her. There it is. Look at that, 90th minute goal has decided the outcome of this game. What a great game of football. Smiles on the faces of Western Springs because they take the game over Canterbury Pride 3-2. But what a thrill, it's been a great game. Take away where you'd like to see or who you would have liked to have seen won it. It's been a great game of football, Annalie Longo.
A very, very good matchup of these two teams. Charlotte Roach opening the scoring in the 4th minute. Great strike by Roach, finding the back of the net. But it was Western Springs who replied not long after in the 6th minute. Sophia Garcia getting her first. A flourish of goals in the opening 6 minutes. Again, Western Springs creating chances. But it was Pynenberg with the turn and quick shot, catching Una Foyle off guard and finding a very good finish in the back of the net, down to her corner.
An opportunity just before half-time to seal it all up. And Charlotte Roach got her second for the Canterbury Pride, and that's what happened in the first 45 minutes. Opportunities galore from both teams in the second half. The deadlock was keenly sought. The Pride had lots of opportunities. The offside call, that was a terrific tackle from the Pride captain, Rebecca Lake. And as quick as a flash, they were back onto attack, the Pride. Again, we talked often about Rena Hirano for Western Springs, and look at that mesmerising bit of skill. Got past two players and got the pass away and kept possession, more importantly, and another chance across the face. And it was the goalkeeper, Tui Samoa, stretching all her millimetres and keeping that ball away. Again, a terrific save there, point blank range. And then looking for the offside, didn't get it. And Garcia, being coolly professional, got past Una Foyle. And the ball was in the back of the net in the 90th minute. And it sealed the win for Western Springs. They can just release a sigh as they keep their spot second on the table in the National League. And they have beaten the Pride and Lee Longo 3-2 on perfect conditions here in Christchurch. So what a game. We're full of football here in Christchurch, the Football Ferns. I've got another international later on, but on behalf of Annalie Longo, thanks so much. It is the Western Springs team, Western Springs AFC from Auckland, who've come south and taken this game, played right to the 90th minute and have beaten the Pride 3-2.